Hi and welcome to sunny California. This is the home of the Spinnaker nesting unit by Barefoot Boats, also known as the SNU. Today we're going to show you how to install a SNU on a naked pole. After you order the SNU, it ships out from San Diego, California, and this is our latest generation SNU. You can see that there's mesh in the bottom for drainage. This is the preventer to keep your spin sheets from wrapping around the pole. Instead of having a single line, this gives it a much better platform to suck into the hoop. We've also added some interesting features for 2010. You can see this extra triangle of material has been added. It used to be that the SNU and most of the factory bags, the load was taken on the bag itself. Now you've got a good opening here. It's not bad at all. But what we found is if you let the load be taken with what we're calling the pelican strap, it allows you to add this triangle material, and it's like a wide mouth bass now. Look at how much extra room you've got to get in the SNU. When your chute's coming down, it just gets gulped. Now the other thing you'll notice about the SNU, the reason we went with this design, is you get a nice big radius here. Your sheets and your halyard are going to slip right in over top of this much larger turning radius than just about any factory part that you're going to see. In addition, a lot of the F-18s are coming rigged with separate tack lines now. You'll see that there's no hoop in the front of this. Your tack line has a nice direct shot from your retrieval grommet in the back straight out to the end of your pole. The purpose of this is to reduce, it's one less spot where the halyard has to, or the tack line has to jump over something. So now that you see what it looks like, let's run through a quick installation. All you need to install one of these, you don't need a rivet gun, you don't need a drill. Roll of electrical tape, and it comes with 3 zip ties. You'll be all set. That's all you need to install a SNU. Let's run through it now with the inventor of the SNU, Dennis Key of Barefoot Boats.
Alright, so the first thing we want to do to install the SNU is unwrap it here. Just let it lay out on the strap. You want to take your Velcro cover off, or open, make it open. And we'll take this, you put it roughly somewhere here in place. And then we loosely zip tie the shell to the pole in 3 different spots, like so. Oop, I did that backwards. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that tight, just kind of loose, like that. And then you want to angle the shell so that it's going to, this little hole on the end here will be somewhere in line with this tang here, okay? Then we take and we'll put our straps on the pole. And again, they don't have to be tight at all, just kind of roughly in place. Okay, just like that. Now, the next thing we want to do is secure the rear end, or tail end of the bag to the boat. And you'll want the bag roughly right in line with the shear line of the front beam. So we're about right where we want to be. So we can go ahead and tie this off loosely, just with a loop, like so, and then we'll come back to the shell and push this forward so you're fairly snug. So you want it to be about that snug at this point. And then we travel it through this hole and then come around the pole and do the trucker hitch. So in case you're not familiar with how to do the trucker hitch, you just make a loop, reach back toward the direction that it's going, and pull the loop through, like so. And then bring this around the tail end and back through, And once you tighten it, not too tight, but just snug, it pulls the shell right in line where you need it. And then you just put a couple half hitches to secure it. And you're good to go. So now that that's done, we can take our zip ties and tighten them up snug. Okay, fairly tight. So once you have that, then you cut it off. And so now you take your electrical tape, and we'll start at this rear one. And we wrap it about 7 or 8 times. So once you're finished there, you can wrap the pole cover over, put the Velcro on, and then you can tie this off with a little 8 knot if you like so. Finish it off, and then you tuck it back inside. So that finishes that. And then let me open this back up. Okay, so with the pelican strap, what you can do is if you want to increase the distance between the shell opening and the bottom, you can pull the pelican strap a little snug. You can see that it puts tension where it needs to be, in line here with the rear of the bag up here, and then it allows for more distance in between. So we'll just snug that up, put that on, and the front's done. So now we'll go in the back and finish that off. So we basically just take this loose line and snug it up a bit, and it's about like that. So that's nice and tight. That's about where you want it. So then we'll just tie that off. A few half hitches, and we're good.